In mid-April of 1846, 8 families gathered at Springfield, Illinois, and headed west with one goal: to find a better life beyond the Rockies, one with cheap land and incredible abundant natural resources. The group attempted to take a new and supposedly shorter route to California, led by Jacob and George Donner. Their journey was uneventful until reaching the small trading post of Fort Bridger in mid-July. Here a dangerous decision was made. Before beginning the journey, James Reed heard of a shortcut that supposedly cut 300 miles off the trip. It was at Fort Bridger that 87 members of the wagon train, including the Donner brothers and their families, decided to separate from the main body and take this new route to the west. Everyone who took the original trail made the journey safely and arrived in California. However, the Donners on the alternate trail were not so lucky.
They slowly made their way over brutal terrain, chopping out narrow paths through thick forests of trees, bush, and rocks, and climbing steep mountain trails as the terrain became almost vertical. They often stopped to rest as the climb grew more and more tedious and fatiguing. The Donners soon came to realize that they had made a possibly fatal mistake, as the path became almost impossible to follow and they fell behind schedule on the untried shortcut. They were delayed several times by injuries and broken axles, finally meeting with heavy snowfall on the Sierra Nevada mountains.
The Donners were offered help by Native Americans at least once, but the friendly offers were refused. Some of the Indians stole various things from the settlers' camp, including several cattle, shirts, shoes, weapons, and other items. Later, the Indians killed 20 of the Donners' cattle. When the Donners angrily attacked the natives, the Indians never directly presented themselves again, though they watched from a distance. As the Donner Party approached the summit of the Sierra Mountains near Truckee Lake, they found the pass blocked with 6-foot deep snow. The Donner family had suffered a broken axle on one of their wagons and fallen behind the main group.
Trapped by the snow, the Donner family set up camp at Alder Creek, 6 miles from the main group. The Donners built small cabins and ate as little as possible of their food supply, but the snow continued to fall, reaching 20 feet deep. Hunting was impossible, and soon they killed and ate the oxen and pets they had brought with them. When the meat was gone, they ate the animals' tough hides. Starvation began to set in. Eventually reduced to cannibalism to survive, at least according to legend, the Donners ate the corpses of those who died of starvation. December, a small company from the main group built snowshoes and made their way through blizzards in an attempt to break through the pass and into California. 7 people survived to alert Sutter's Fort of the Donner Party's fate. 4 rescue parties were launched, with the first arriving at the 2 camps in late February. The rescuers were eventually able to lead 48 of the original 87 members of the party to safety in California.
Beat the crap out of your pants! Well, thanks.
Let me see it.
What are the chords?